Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Drake with Extreme Sports, and today we are going to cover the different styles of computers. So this is not going to be a video going in depth on, air integration versus non-air integration and the different features of each computer. This is really going for the style of computer that you're looking for. We've got a couple different styles here. We have things that are like wrist mounted, we have heads-up display computers, and then we have console computers. And I did go ahead and apply a traditional SPG and computer setup as well. So a wrist computer like these two here, I do have the Scoop Pro G2 wrist computer right here, and then I have the Shearwater Taric computer right here. And these are very easy to find. No more looking for your console. They are wireless. Most of the time you do have some computers like the Shearwater Peregrine, which I do not have out here, that is non-air integrated, but a lot of these wrist computers really try to focus on air integration, and some have transmitters and some are non-air integrated. Some of these can be worn as a watch daily, like the Shearwater Taric here can be worn as a dive computer, but also we can go into watch mode and have it as an everyday wear watch. Then you have something like the G2 wrist, which is specifically for diving. Great big display, nice and easy to read for diving. That's one thing you do sacrifice when you go to an everyday wear watch. Personally, this is my Shearwater Taric. However, I do love the Scoop Pro G2 wrist. So the next side that we have is a console. A console is something that it does have a hose connected to your first stage. This computer right here is non-air integrated, so we do have an SPG gauge built into this console. Some people like to have an SPG by itself and then wear a wrist-mounted computer that is non-air integrated. This, for me, is very best in technical diving. However, for recreational diving, it's kind of redundant, and you kind of repeat yourself within having a wrist computer and then having an SPG when you could have something like this. These are a little bit more affordable, easier to transport, and it's always connected to your first stage. You never have to worry about losing one of these. It's available in air integrated, so you can get these computers that are connected straight to the hose, like the Aladdin H computer from Scuba Pro, which is a phenomenal computer for a beginner diver. It has built-in air integration, so you get remaining bottom time and a couple more features that you can apply. And then we have what we call the heads-up display. This is Scuba Pro's HUD. Very popular. I own one of them and I absolutely love it. It is readily available, so when this thing is right in my face, you can see that we do have a little bit of blockage, but it's not as much as what people think when they see this from the front side. So the heads-up display is, like I said, readily available, great for low visibility. We have some divers that dive in Grand Lake around here. If you're from around here, you know how bad Grand Lake is. It's very hard to see, maybe even 6 inches in front of your face. So the heads-up display creates that little bit of gap so you can always see it in low visibility. So this is perfect for public safety divers, maybe people that are wanting to look for lost goods. And this is new technology to the recreational side of diving. We have had heads-up display computers in the past for public safety diving, but we haven't had something as ergonomic and as have as much features as what this Scuba Pro heads-up display does. This is Bluetooth enabled, so it can connect to your phone. Pull out your phone, go to the Scuba Pro Log Track app, and you can directly upload your dives from the heads-up display. The HUD has the same basically features as the Scuba Pro G2 wrist and G2C, and they are both very compatible. The features are very similar. What I like about the heads-up display is I always have my compass right in front of me. So for navigation, getting back to that starting point when I got into the water on a shore dive, the heads-up display beats any other computer, no matter what style of compass they have on them. It's very hard to be able to beat the heads-up display. These are completely wireless with no hoses, just like your wrist-mounted air-integrated computers, and there's no need to look at a wrist or console. So I don't have to pull up my wrist every time, check my air pressure. It's always right in front of me. This has full color, just like the G2 wrist and the Taric. And so I'm able to see if something turns red, I know that I may have an issue or maybe running pretty low on air, so I can then ascend to the surface slowly. So these are air integrated, so they come with you can get them without a transmitter, but everything that we sell here in the store comes with a transmitter, and the compass coordinates are seen on the screen. You can always flip them up if it's something that bothers you in the way, and then when you're ready to see something, flip it down. I always leave mine down because, as you can see, there's not a lot of blockage that happens. I get to see most of my field of view, and I'm not worried about hopping on my wrist all the time. So all these computers have their disadvantages and their pros and cons. Like I said, the heads-up display creates a almost like there's a lot more value on your mask, but some of these computers don't. So if you have any more questions, give us a holler.